Yeah! Goodbye, summer, and hello, Hungary AWS is singing the song. My cat's getting scared. AWS is singing the song.
Viszlát nyár.
Yes! Goodbye, summer. I think we should talk about it. Are you ready? Let's do this! You guys, this song from a 5-piece post-metal group initially left me confused, but it's just constantly grown on me since ADAL, the Hungarian national selection. They move in unison, they headbang as one, there is real harmony between them. This type of song does very well on a simple stage. Give them some fire, give them some drums, and they will slay. He is not screaming, he is singing. He is not singing, he is telling a story. He constantly gets it right, and plus he has a good voice. I don't know how he maintains that voice despite the fact he's singing really loud. Clearly he's got some kind of X factor. I think they look great. There is this cohesion. If you read the lyrics in English, they of course are in Hungarian, but you translate and put it in that Google Translate, it's real emotional. Dying father talking to son, the season is changing, he's saying move on. The singer has a breakdown, shouts goodbye in Hungarian. It's giving me the feels. This is just really well done. They didn't try to write a Eurovision song. No. They wrote a song for them, and then it just so happened the deadline to Eurovision was approaching. They said this in an interview. And, you know, well played, because that's why this song feels so real. Other metal songs at Eurovision, kind of Max Jason Mai, for instance, bit off-putting. That felt shrieky. This is musical. This is a great example of how being true to yourself, even if it may not translate initially, can actually translate, because people read the emotion, the feeling, they pick up on something else, even if they're not into the genre. I think this is excellent. I think this is going to the final. I think this could surprise many, many people who are not a fan of the genre.
I think that there is a really good thing that it is genuine to them. I think it really does come across as being, you know, a song that they would release anyway, and that really does sell. You know, it's that whole thing of Salvador Sobral and real music and this and that and the other. I think it comes across as genuine, and I think that hopefully that will go well with Televo and Jury. I think my problem is, and it's a really, really weird one given what the song is like, I forget it an awful lot. Like, even though it's very loud, and I just kind of find myself, I'm always having to remember, Hungary, what's Hungary's song this year? And it's the only one that I really keep on having to then remind myself, even though I have listened to it quite a few times now. I don't know, I just kind of feel like maybe because it's so alien as a concept for Eurovision, I don't think of it in that Eurovision way. So it's the kind of flip side of it being a real song, is that I don't necessarily think this is something I want to see at a Eurovision final.
Right.
But I think that it could do well enough to get to the final. I don't know, it's going to be a very weird one. It's either going to crash and burn, because, you know, PKN were kind of very loud, Max Jason Mai, and neither of them got through to the final. Yeah. So there is precedent, but I do think that this is so much better than both of them.
I mean, they look great. They have really good chemistry. They sound really good. I don't like the song, but I'm not a punk rocker, so it's probably not surprising that I don't like it. But, I mean, I will say, we're getting to the point now where it's like, what genre can Hungary not qualify with? Yeah. We're getting to that stage. Because, I mean, like, Gypsy Rap last year, like 2016, they had that same Fumpy Rocky shtick that they've done. And I mean, like, Hungary seems to defy the odds in terms of qualifying. It's kind of risen from being a borderline country to one of these, like, set will always make it out. Like, I think they're in the easier semi this year. And I mean, like, for me personally, like, the song does nothing. I find, like, it's funny you talk about Italy. This is my one that I find too aggressive. But, I mean, I'm a delicate wallflower, so I can't deal with, like, men screaming at me, at least not in that context. So, yeah, the song does not do much for me. I think they're great and have a great package, and I think Hungary qualifying is a no-brainer because it's Hungary.
Well, why don't we go around and give our scores out of 10 along with a justification or a prediction. Well, I had to burp, y'all.
Dramatic pause.
I will kick this off. I'm giving it a 9. This song, every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, I'll just turn it on and leave it on in the background. I end up watching it. Like, I just want to hear the song, but I end up watching it because it's just really interesting to me. And it's like nothing else in its semifinal. It's like nothing else in the final. And in fact, dare I say it, there's never been anything like this at Eurovision. Yes, we've had metalish songs, but we've not had such musical metalish songs. This is ultimately musical. They are performers, they are singers. Well, there's a lead singer, and now the backing instrumentalists are going to have to sing.
Yeah.
Another new detail, they'll be taking on the vocals, but apparently they can sing, the lead singer says, so that is all promising. I wish Hungary nothing but the best. I think this should go to the final. If this doesn't go to the final, I'm seriously going to question kind of the jury's position. Like, you should not be embarrassed to rate this highly because this is amazing, even if it's not, a typical pop song.
I'm watching, but I am also watching that hot drummer in the background. I mean,
Yes.
oh my. I'm giving it a 5.5, and it is because I think it is partly that whole thing that I do forget it a little bit. It's not the kind of music I would normally listen to, but I don't mind that in a way. I think it is good to have something different every now and again. It's just not one that I will always connect to, I think, and that might be part of the problem. I think that to that point about juries, yes, I think that they should respect it and that they should, vote for it. Regardless of the genre, you should respect quality. But I do think that, is a middle-aged Macedonian woman, for example, really going to, a radio producer who's done 2 songs, is she going to love this? It's when you get into those little details, you start to think that might be why it doesn't qualify. But I kind of hope it does, because I think it would stand out so much on the Saturday, and it would encourage people, again, to show you can enter with something different and do well. I mean, Origo, we always say rap does terribly at Eurovision. Origo came 7th or 8th, I think, and it deserved to. I love that Hungary changes the game up.
And also, just a quick one before you say, the commentators in the countries can say, he's singing about his dying father.
Yeah.
And then people will get the song instantly. That takes 2 seconds, done.
Yeah, I mean, I won't beat about it, but it is a 2 for me. I don't like the song. It's not my style. As Chris mentioned, to me, it is a bit forgettable. They look very good. They sing very good. Regardless of my score, I'm fully expecting this to be one of the announced qualifiers. For all the reasons Hungary has done well, but it's not to my personal taste. And were it me, I wouldn't see it going forward. But I know what the facts are. I can't deal with them, and I believe it will be at the final.
Well, let me give you another fact. The wiwibloggs review panel is all over the world. Dozens of bloggers all over the place, from New Zealand to Australia, via the United States, United Kingdom, Spain, Belgium, and beyond.
Yeah.
The overall average globally is not a 2.
No.
It's not a 5.
No.
It is a 6.97, knocking on a 7. Very respectable.
I mean, people do say that we just rate girly pop songs highly.
Yeah.
This is nearly a 7. I mean, that's one of the highest of the year, even at this stage. I think that's really, really respectable. And you know what? I think it does show that it is accessible to a wider audience as well.
Our beautiful teenage Dutch correspondent Rinska gave it a 9. Okay, she's like this very sweet Dutch woman, and she gave it a 9, right? And then you've got, who else gave it a high score? Ron in Israel, totally, different demographic. He's like a 30-something male in Israel, gave it an 8.
Kristen in Iceland, has an adorable little daughter. She gave it an 8.
This is a varied song, a very varied song, appealing to many, many people. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you rocking on to AWS? Are you saying Kustanum Saipan for the music? Let us know here on Wiwi Blogs.
Make sure to like the video and subscribe and hit that bell.
And let us know what you think in the comments. Visit the website, wiwibloggs.com. We're at wiwibloggs on all major social media channels, so you can go and engage with all our fabulous content there. Buy the t-shirt so you look cute at the contest. And say hi if you see a Wiwi blogger around. We're friendly people.
Yeah! We'll see you later. See ya! See ya! See ya!